Zealand battle, General Freyberg, that guy, the bloke that was on the right in that photo we looked at yesterday, he had his headquarters in Hanyard, and he deployed his soldiers along the coast. Primarily he wanted to protect the airfield that was here. So the aerodrome was between the hill and the sea, and so it was just a large landing strip with an RAF base on it. It was not a paved strip. It's not like we would imagine an airport today. It was an area of unpaved but reasonably flat ground with some barracks and an air traffic control facility. So to protect it, it had some air defence units on the ground. There was a battery of anti-aircraft guns. It was the most heavily defended airfield on the island. So this is a great, there's two locations we want to view this place from. Well, ideally we could go onto the strip, but I guess the Greek army still owns the airfield, and they get a little bit delicate about wandering onto it. So the airfield is over that, beyond where that tree is. You can see the top of the tree in the distance. That was where the aerodrome was. There was some. The airstrip was not in use because the RAF had withdrawn the aircraft from the island by the 20th of May. There was an anti-aircraft battery there, the 2nd, 3rd Light Anti-Aircraft Battery, which was a combined Victorian-New South Wales unit, and they had 40mm Bofors guns in emplacements on the side of the airfield. But the principal defence of the area was that hill, Hill 107. New Zealand 20th Battalion, commanded by a Lieutenant Colonel named Andrew, had A, C and D Company up on the hill. A, B and D Company. C Company was down in pits, in weapons pits around the airfield. The German plan, this was, the Germans divided its force to hit the island into east, centre and west, and the principal target of Group West was this airfield. And Group West consisted of a parachute battalion and a glider-borne assault regiment. And the assault regiment came down onto this riverbed in gliders. They had 8 to 10 men in these gliders, and they were sitting there straddling the central spar. And the idea was to put glider-borne infantry down into this riverbed and assault the hill from the west, while the paratroopers landed on the strip and neutralised the infantry holding the strip and captured the anti-aircraft guns, then operated in support of the assault regiment climbing Hill 107. They would then come up from come up onto the Hill 107 from the north. So it was a two-pronged attack with the object of capturing that feature, because that would then allow them to protect the airfield, and by protecting the airfield, it would enable the Luftwaffe then to use its troop transports, these massive 3-engined Junkers 52 aircraft, to fly in elements of that mountain division, the 5th Mountain Division, which were largely Austrian troops. So this place, though, was the site of a massacre. The gliders just came in here, but they were C Company. They had to fly past the machine guns from C Company and the combined fire of the New Zealanders up on Hill 107. And a glider is not wasn't a metal aircraft. It was a doped fabric aircraft. So they were raked with machine gun fire as they flew in and tried to land on the flat ground in this riverbed, and they took massive casualties before they were able to establish themselves here and then move up through these groves and up onto the hill. So you know, this bridge features very heavily in photographs of the fighting at the base of Hill 107. So we're on the site where their glider-borne assault regiment landed.